Hello guys, this is a quick complete guide on how to use your vintage analog film camera. First of all, you have to know your model and you have to know what kind of abilities it has. So mine is a Voigtlander Vitomatic 2A. I think that this is the most well-equipped camera model, so you can't really get more functions than this. It has a focus ring with which you can focus your images. It has an aperture ring. Also, it has a shutter speed button, shutter speed ring as well. And also you can set your ISO. Of course, other cameras have these functions as well, but I think it's useful to illustrate what other cameras are capable of as well. So when you start taking pictures with film cameras, you have to know the most important triad there is to photography, which is aperture, shutter speed, and ISO. The ISO is set basically by your film that you use. So for example, today we are going to use a Kodacolor Gold 200, which means that this film has a 200 point ISO. So before I load this film into the camera, I'm going to set the ASA, which is the old name for ISO, to 200. I just push down this button and then twist this ring until I find 200 here, as you can see. Now I set my ISO, and how do I know what kind of aperture and shutter speed combination I should use? Well, for that, we have a light meter here. This works with a selenium battery, as far as I know, and it has a little indicator up here. So once the ring is over the line, as you can see, my exposure is correct for the photograph that I want to take. And now I can select my shutter speed here by turning this shutter speed and aperture combination ring. And this, of course, changes the aperture as well, but the exposure remains the same, as you can see. Remains the same, meaning correct. Now, I've done everything that I have to before shooting, but now we will have to load the camera with film. I do this by opening the backside, the back plate. For this camera, you have to open up the bottom plate first, and then you can open the back plate as well. But with other cameras, it's very similar. Sometimes only the back plate is opened. Sometimes you just take the whole bottom plate off, and that's how you load it with film. But the idea is the same. You have to take off the backside, and then you take your roll of film. You might have to load it from the right side, but usually it's on the left side. For all kinds of cameras, you put it in, and you make sure that the film is in completely, as you can see here, not just partially like this. So you put it in like this, and then on the right hand side you have this take-up spool. All take-up spools have this little slit inside of them where you insert the film. You pull a bit of film across, insert it there, as you can see, and then you use this lever to twist the film onto the take-up spool. Then you close the back plate and the bottom plate tightly so no light gets inside from the back side of the film. Then you move this lever once again until it clicks, as you can hear it. Let it back, and now you can take one or maybe two dummy shots as you like, and then you can just use up all the film. Once you are done with the film, you pull this little lever, so this knob jumps up. In other cameras, for example, on this Fujica MA1, you have to pull this up, so you lift this side of the lever and then pull it up. Either way, now you just twist this until the film is pulled back completely inside of the roll. And once you are done with that, you open the back plate once again. Of course, I didn't roll back the whole film, just to show you how it works. Once you are done with rolling back your film, you take it out, put it in the cartridge in which it came, and then you can take this to your local photography lab and develop it, and then you can view your pictures. That's basically it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.